Hello guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Doom 3. From where we last left off, we've retrieved the Soul Cube from Hell and we've defeated the Guardian, and now we've gone back to the Delta Complex, where we can continue on our search to... now what I'm trying to say is, we're going to continue our search to discover the origins of the invasion. I'm just trying to warm up here. Now, did you all have a good Halloween? I mean, I know I did. I'll explain more about it a bit later.
You are too late. Hell no longer needs that portal to enter this world. The invasion you saw was only the first wave. The Hell Gate is capable of sending millions of my children into your world. Soon, a fleet from Earth will be here, and with their ships, we will bring this hell to Earth.
Now I've finally got my weapons back. Hello. You can tell, but... wow, because Betruka has been busy since we've been in Hell. And this is the portal that he used to teleport us there. Now, what I've been up to this month. And I haven't been out trick-or-treating. Now, as you know, I already mentioned I've been to Hallow Scream with my dad. You know, it's like this attraction where you have everything out to scare you. And some attractions and all that, like I already mentioned. And again, I went as a robber, another masked robber this time. If you recall last year, I went as one of the robbers who raided Kevin Blaw's home in Buxton in Derbyshire. The reason why is because, like I remember on Crime Watch, Kevin basically ran his own metal refinery business. Although this was his attacker's plans from the beginning. And as usual, I watched some Halloween episodes of my favourite TV shows, like, you know, for example, I've watched a couple of Halloween episodes from Rugrats, and including one from its spin-off, All Grown Up. I watched one Halloween episode of the Fairly Odd Parents. And I've watched one... what was it? I've watched one Halloween episode of SpongeBob called Scaredy Pants, where he's trying to prove to be scary. And that's where the Flying Dutchman showed up. You know, the ghostly pirate, the Flying Dutchman. And that's like the flashlight here. Although we've got the mounted one at the moment in this BFG edition. And where was I? Oh yeah. And I've also watched one Halloween episode of Billy and Mandy called Grim or Gregory. I remember, if you recall, that's where Billy confused that little kid as Grim. Although, you remember when Mandy was trying to prove to Billy that kid was not Grim? Remember Billy saying something like, "Oh, well, he's got a scary face just like Grim's." You should have seen him with that face that he made. Although it really does warm my heart with Grim and like being with Gregory's mother, who he confuses as his favourite TV star. And being like, "I love you too, Mommy." Who thought Grim had a sensitive side? I mean, what do we expect from him? He is the Grim Reaper. And where was I? Trying to think what else have I watched this Halloween. Oh yeah, I've also watched a new episode of The Loud House where Lincoln went to see a latest horror movie, even though his parents told him not to. I thought that would be the idea of a Halloween. And I've also watched Drag Me to Hell, which is a horror film from Sam Raimi. I already mentioned in the last video. And let me try to think now. Oh yeah, I've watched that clip from The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, where Ichabod encountered the Headless Horseman in that graveyard, where, you know, the horseman with his laughter. He goes like And I've also watched the Night on Bald Mountain segment from Fantasia, the Disney movie, with Mickey Mouse in it. You know, Mickey who appeared in that as the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I mean, the Night on Bald Mountain segment is the one with Chernobog in it. You know, that big black this giant black demon who was like the main villain in the last part of Fantasia, where I know in the segment he summons like spirits of the dead and demons from the pits of hell and all that, and he made them do all kinds of weird stuff like dancing and transforming them into weird things, and then until he got thwarted by the sounds of church bells, which indicate the coming of dawn. That signifies the Ave Maria. I mean, I remember when I was young and I saw him in that. I always thought Chernabog could use his wings to fly, and then when he was getting out of Bald Mountain. Although, when he was out of that, I think he would basically still use his wings to cover himself from daylight. But, well, he is a nocturnal being. Despite liking the dark. Oh yeah, I've also watched all the Nightmare on Elm Street films from 1 to 6. I'm yet thinking about going to watch Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and I've yet to watch Mickey's House of Villains. I plan to watch that at some point, even though I've already passed Halloween. Oh, there's a commando zombie here. See what he's doing. Oh, I think he saw me. Is that all you have to say, buddy? Wonder if it's worth it. Uh-oh. Ow! Not me! Well, that saves me the job of confronting him. Now I can get his chain gun. Uh-oh. Don't tell me. It's that tentacled one. Ouch! Well, that was worth getting some damage after this Halloween hiatus. Ah! Good thing they left the chainsaw here for me. Let's see what happens. To get the Soul Cube, you have to press the left button on the D-pad on this BFG edition on the PS3. Okay, now we can go back to the lift I promised. There's a bridge that Betruga destroyed. Oh, wow! Well, it's another form of Tride. And this is not a spider, not like a normal one. It's ticks! And there's a swarm of them! Oh, you see the Soul Cube coming in. Where's a bug exterminator when you need one? Nope, that's not all of them yet. This is where the ticks make their first and only appearance in Doom 3. Now let's see what the Soul Cube can do. Oh, time to use the chainsaw on these guys. Well, that's the last of them. And as you can see, the Soul Cube is all powered up. Now we can use it on that commando. You see, every time you use it against an enemy, it recharges your health back up to 100%! Ow. Now the Soul Cube is only active when you kill 5 enemies. Now, need to figure out how to get out of here. Since we can't use the lift, we have to go up there. But I promised before we got teleported into hell. Ah, finally. Oh. Don't want to let that commando zombie know I'm here. Oh, yep! He knows I'm here! I mean, is that all they have to say? Where are you going? Don't run away from me! Such a wuss, the commando! Oh, forget I said that. Uh-oh. Oh. Now I got that out of it. Okay, it's not safe here in the Delta Lab. By the way, that was the adrenaline thing. That was the other commando. Where is he? Oh yeah. He was just going back from where he came. Finally. Let's see how the Soul Cube's doing. Oh, that's what I was waiting for. An archvile behind that garage. Let's take care of him first. And again, watch out for his flaming streak attack. And watch this. Look at that. He can scratch you when you're too close to him, just like the imps and the revenants. Except the revenants punch you instead of scratch you. Now's a good chance to get my health back up. Now, unlike in classic Doom, I mean the archviles in the classic Doom games don't scratch you. I'm hoping that it is. Yep, there it is. And the autosave just had to kick in when my health is back up to 100%. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that I've also watched Sonic and Scared Stupid, you know, the fan-made film on YouTube. You know, part 1 and part 2. Or Stephen Page with Belena Productions is doing doing Sonic and Scared Stupid 3. Although I don't know how long it will take for him to do. Although I'm still a huge fan of Sonic. Although my favourite character, mainly throughout the Sonic franchise, is Tails. You know, the fox with two tails, who's like Sonic's best friend. Oh! That's that commando zombie with the chain gun. You want a chain gun war, buddy? Yeah, we're going to be seeing them a lot in this half of Doom 3. I think there's going to be a revenant around here. Yep, there he is. It's been a while since we've encountered them. Yep. You see, revenants don't scratch you in this one. And I don't know if this is the first time you've seen me use the chainsaw against them. And there's no human zombies this time round. We'll go to the Delta Authority complex, like what we've been through last time. And there's no pink demons around here this time. And we've already been up there. Let's check through this door. Oh! It is Elliot Swann over here!
Still alive?
Oh my goodness.
Looks like you might be on your own. Sarge is gone. They've got to him. I don't know how long he's been working against us. He's no longer human. Campbell went after him. He's got to be stopped.
Oh dear.
Hell is breaking through in the caverns. If that portal isn't closed before those ships arrive, Earth will be destroyed. Earth. That's That's what they've always wanted. They were there once, lost it in the dawn of time. Now it's so close. They can taste it. It's up to you now. Take my PDA, it's got what you need.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck. I'm too beat up. I'll slow you down.
Okay, but what about...
I'll try to make it out on my own.
Okay, I think it's best to leave him here. I can't risk killing him. And oh yes, I forgot to mention that last month I've also watched the episodes of Courage the Cowardly Dog as part of the Halloween month. You know, like for example, I've watched one with the Queen and a Black Puddle Queen. I remember her capturing Eustace, and I remember the poor bit where Muriel was upset. Which made me upset also. And I remember the episode where we encountered the filmmakers, encountered Benton Tarantella, who was wanting to make a zombie movie, but it was revealed that he was a zombie. And I've also watched the episode with King Ramses in it. He was like, "Return the slab, or suffer my curse." I've done that again. And I've also watched the one called House of Discontent, where they have encountered the spirit of the harvest moon. And also watched the one where they go to New York City for Muriel's sitar concert. And then all of a sudden they encounter this giant cockroach named Shriek. Well, I haven't got a chance to watch the first regular episode, A Night at Cat's Motel. I'm trying to think what else. And I've also watched the one with the Windmill Vandals, where they only come when the windmill stops working. And before I go any further, let's listen to Elliot Swann's PDA, his audio logs.
This is the audio log of Counselor Elliot Swann, dated November 15, 2145. This entire research facility is in chaos. There's at least a 90% death rate among civilian personnel. Whatever Betruger unleashed is literally consuming the base. People have been turned into some sort of undead creatures that are relentless. Campbell and I are making our way towards the communications facility. We must stop all communications. If a distress call leaves the base, then everyone here and on Earth is doomed.
Yeah, that may explain what we saw in the communications. When we sent it the message, when we transmit the message to the fleet, and that's what I was trying to say. Let's see, have a look at this one. Heading to the caverns.
This is the audio log of Counselor Elliot Swann, dated November 16, 2145. Campbell and I were unable to reach the main portal in the Delta Complex, but that portal may be inconsequential to a more disturbing discovery. We have uncovered reference to another portal, created by the demons themselves, a passageway between Hell and Mars. We suspect it resides within the cavern somewhere near the archaeological dig. The fleet is on its way. Campbell and I will attempt to move there and somehow either shut it down or destroy it. That hellhole must be closed before the fleet arrives.
Yeah, we can't let the demons take control of the ships. And what was it? Oh yeah, I hope you've all remembered to set your clocks back, because it was daylight savings time. And I'll explain more about that a bit later. Now here we go. I'm not sure if I would save at this point, but I'll give it my all. There's the Archvile. It's always best to take care of him again. And you can see he's doing his flame streak attack. Oopsie. That second Archvile is the worst. Oh yeah, now's a good time to use it against him. Oh, I don't think I've weakened him enough. There, that's him taken care of. Oh yeah, we learned that Sergeant Kelly is now on the evil side. Which may explain why we didn't meet him in Service Tunnel 1. And then, during daylight savings time, I've watched that one episode of the Powerpuff Girls, the originals, where it has that daylight savings episode where you remember the girls were battling against the evil doers, and then they were sleeping in class, and but Miss Keene told Professor Utonium about that. I mean, you should have seen him when he freaked out over the notes. He's like, parent-teacher conference, no! I mean, come on, I can hold that word all day if I have to. I like it when he was yelling, no! I mean, I can hold that line all day if I have to. I mean, you really should have seen the bit where Mojo Jojo was turning townsmen into Swiss cheese, which according to what the narrator said. I mean, that was until Professor Utonium told the girls to come back because they were due to be in bed by 7:30. And then there was a parade of villains going through Townsville. And then, well, Professor Utonium just ignored every newspaper and radio show and TV news report and all that until he spotted a time channel with the time host telling everyone that it was daylight savings time, which means that the clocks go back an hour, which is what Professor Utonium forgot. As soon as he realised, he was like, crikey, I forgot to set the clocks back! Come on, can you blame him for forgetting something? I mean, he's a scientist. I mean, how can he forget stuff? I mean, I don't know if there's any other daylight savings episodes in other cartoon shows. I mean, I'm watching like the reboot of the Powerpuff Girls, but I always prefer the originals over the remakes. Yep, I was told there was another Revenant right here. Let's take care of him first. There, it saves me the job of using the chain gun. Hello. Pointers to remember when opening sacrificial portals. Data Center PDA. Look. Oh yeah, there's specimen emails that we haven't got a chance to look at. Oh, that was when we went into the Stasis Museum in the Delta Labs. Okay, we've already looked through the rest. Pardon me for a second. Anyway, I'm not sure we have time to go through the CPU complex. I'm going to have to cut off here. Now, see you next time.